Welcome! Today we'll be making delicious California rolls, a popular type of sushi that's perfect for both beginners and experienced cooks. California rolls are a delightful combination of sushi rice, nori, crab meat, avocado, and cucumber, all rolled into a tasty bite-sized treat. Whether you're making these for a party, a family meal, or just for yourself, this step-by-step guide will ensure your California rolls come out perfect every time. Let's get started. For the sushi rice, we'll need 2 cups of sushi rice. This is the base for our rolls. Sushi rice is short grain and sticky, perfect for holding our rolls together. 2 cups of water to cook the rice with. Half a cup of rice vinegar. This adds that signature tangy flavor. 2 tablespoons of sugar to balance out the vinegar's acidity. 1 tablespoon of salt. Now for the rolls, we need 6 sheets of nori. This seaweed is what we'll wrap our rolls in. 1 ripe avocado. Sliced thinly, it adds creaminess to the rolls. 1 cucumber. Cut into julienne strips for a fresh, crunchy texture. 8 ounces of imitation crab meat or real crab meat. This is the main protein in our California rolls. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. This is optional, but mixing it with the crab meat gives a creamy texture. For garnish and serving, we'll have soy sauce for dipping, pickled ginger for cleansing the palate between bites, wasabi for a bit of heat, sesame seeds. These are optional but add a nice crunch and flavor to the rolls. Alright, let's start with preparing the sushi rice. First, we need to rinse the rice. Take 2 cups of sushi rice and rinse it in cold water. Swirl it around and drain the water, repeating this process until the water runs clear. This step is crucial as it removes excess starch and ensures the rice doesn't become too sticky. Next, we cook the rice. Combine the rinsed rice with 2 cups of water in a rice cooker. If you're using a pot, bring the rice and water to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover, and let it cook for about 18 to 20 minutes. After it's done, let it sit off the heat for another 10 minutes to finish steaming. While the rice is cooking, let's season the rice. In a small saucepan, mix half a cup of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of salt. Heat this mixture over medium heat, stirring until the sugar and salt completely dissolve. Then let it cool. Once the rice is cooked, transfer it to a large bowl. Gradually fold in the vinegar mixture with a wooden spoon or spatula. Be gentle to avoid mashing the rice. Finally, fan the rice to cool it quickly and give it a nice, glossy finish. And there you have it, perfectly seasoned sushi rice ready for our California rolls. Next, let's move on to preparing the fillings for our California rolls. First, the crab mixture. Take 8 ounces of imitation crab meat or real crab meat. If you want a creamier texture, similar to what you find in many California rolls, mix the crab meat with 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. This is optional, but it adds a lovely creaminess. Now let's prepare the avocado. Cut a ripe avocado in half. Remove the pit and peel it. Then, slice the avocado into thin strips. Make sure the avocado is ripe but firm, so it holds its shape in the roll. Lastly, the cucumber. If you prefer, you can peel the cucumber. Then cut it in half lengthwise and use a spoon to remove the seeds. After that, slice the cucumber into thin julienne strips. This will give a fresh, crunchy texture to our rolls. Now let's move on to assembling the California rolls. First, place a bamboo sushi mat on a flat surface. Cover the mat with plastic wrap to prevent the rice from sticking. Place a sheet of nori, shiny side down, on the bamboo mat. Wet your hands with water to prevent sticking and spread a thin, even layer of sushi rice over the nori. Leave a 1-inch border at the top to help seal the roll later. Carefully flip the nori sheet so the rice side is down on the plastic wrap-covered mat. Arrange a line of avocado slices, cucumber strips, and the crab mixture across the bottom edge of the nori. Using the bamboo mat, lift the edge nearest to you and roll it over the filling, applying gentle pressure to form a tight roll. Continue rolling until you reach the end, ensuring the seam is sealed. Wet a sharp knife with water to prevent sticking. Slice the roll into 6 to 8 pieces. For clean cuts, wipe the knife with a damp cloth between slices. And there you have it, beautifully assembled California rolls ready to be served. Finally, let's move on to garnishing and serving our California rolls. If you like, you can sprinkle sesame seeds on the outside of the rolls. This adds a nice texture and flavor. Simply sprinkle them evenly over the rolls. Arrange the sliced rolls on a plate. Serve them with soy sauce for dipping, pickled ginger for cleansing the palate, and a dab of wasabi for a bit of heat. And there you have it. Your delicious homemade California rolls are ready to enjoy. Here are some tips for making perfect California rolls. Rice consistency. The key to perfect sushi rice is its texture. It should be sticky enough to hold together, but not mushy. Rinse the rice thoroughly and cook it just right. Avocado ripeness. Use a ripe but firm avocado to avoid it becoming too mushy inside the roll. This ensures the avocado holds its shape and adds a creamy texture. Cucumber prep. Removing the seeds from the cucumber prevents excess moisture, which can make the roll soggy. Cut the cucumber into thin, consistent strips for even texture. Rolling technique. Practice makes perfect. Apply even pressure and roll tightly to ensure the ingredients stay in place. A bamboo sushi mat covered with plastic wrap can help achieve a tight roll. Knife care. A sharp knife is crucial for clean cuts. Wetting the blade with water helps prevent sticking, and wiping the knife between cuts keeps the slices clean and neat. Variations. Feel free to add other ingredients like tobiko, flying fish roe, or a touch of spicy mayo to customize your rolls. This can add different textures and flavors. Enjoy your homemade California rolls.